So the first thing we're going to do, guys, is we're going to be putting on our Prep and Prime Skin as our primer, and this is just going to act as a base before our foundation, and it's going to make it look a lot more flawless. So here I am just putting it all around the face, rubbing it into the skin. I like to sort of concentrate on the center of the face because that's where I have most of my problems, and then I will continue to blend it outwards where I don't really need as much primer, but in general it's everywhere. Here I am putting on my foundation all around the face, just dotting it all over the face. The foundation I'm using is Mercier Silk Cream foundation, and I'm buffing it in with a brush from eBay, I believe. This was in like a set of 7 for like £6 or something. Here I am just continuing to buff it in. It's quite a thick foundation, so what I like to do is just to make sure that it is fully buffed in before I move on to anything else. I don't want to make it look too thick, so making sure that you're using a lot of buffing motions is going to make sure that it looks nice and natural and flawless. Next, I'm just putting on my Paint Pot in Painterly as our base for the eye, and this is just going to give a really nice blank canvas before we put on any eyeshadow onto the eyes. And I'm going to be using my Nars Bourdin palette. Please, I cannot pronounce anything French, but that is the new seasonal palette. And I'm just using that warm brown that's going to go all over the lid that is in that palette. It's a lot like Antiqued, to be honest, so if you don't have this palette or you missed out, Antiqued from MAC is pretty similar. Next, I'm going to be using this orange from this another seasonal palette from MAC. I'm going to be putting this onto a blending brush and just going to be blending it into the crease and blending it upwards. This colour as well is pretty similar to Raw from MAC, which is in the permanent collection. Just blending that upwards in windshield wiper motions. Just going to make sure that that colour is really nice and blended upwards. Now I'm just going to take a matte black and I'm just going to be adding a nice black V into the outer corner. That's going to give a nice smoky effect, and it's going to make sure that it looks nice and winged out. Just going to keep going over it a couple of times just to make sure that that black is fully packed on. Making sure that it's fully packed on is just going to make sure that that intensity of the black is going to stay nice and dramatic. And also I'm going to blend up again with that same orange colour from the MAC palette, and I'm going to keep blending upwards until there's a nice transition of colours. Next, I'm going to be doing just a line of liner on the top of my eye. I'm not going to be doing any wings, it's just going to line the top of my eye just to give it a nice amount of definition. I'm sorry if you can hear like rain in the background, it's like raining so bad right now, by the way. I'm just going to be putting some gel eyeliner onto the waterline, and I'm using a really black one, which is going to make sure that it has a nice smoky look to this look. And once I've put it on the waterline, I'm also going to take it underneath the eye also, and this is just going to intensify the look even more. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to blend the eyeliner that we've just put underneath it with the warm brown from the Nars palette that we put onto the lid, and this is just going to make sure that it looks nice and blended out and nice and smoky again. Now I'm applying some mascara to my top lashes, and I'm also going to be applying mascara to the bottom lashes also. This is just going to prep the lashes for the false lashes that I'm going to apply and to give the bottom lashes some volume. Here I am applying my falsies. These are an Leyla Girls Aloud pair. I'm not sure which ones they are, but they're the spiky ones as far as I know. just making sure that they're fully attached to the lid and that there are no seams that you can't see where it starts. Here I'm just applying Stud Eyebrow Pencil to the brows from MAC, and that's just going to define my eyebrows a little bit more and just give them a little bit of shape. I'm only applying the eyebrow pencil to the bottom of the brows, and for the rest I'm just going to be putting through a brown eyeshadow. I believe it's charcoal brown from MAC, just to make it look more natural. Here I'm using the Age Rewind Concealer, and I'm just putting that underneath my eyes. I believe this is in light, and that's just going to give myself a nice highlighted look. And I'm just buffing that in with I think it's a hair addiction brush as far as I know, and again buffing that into the foundation with that eBay brush that I used to apply my foundation. Just applying some Stay Matte powder from Rimmel all over the face, and just going to make sure that it's nice and matte so it will stay on a really long time. I'm going to be using the Bobbi Brown bronzer in Golden Light and my MAC contour brush, and I'm going to be using that to contour the cheeks and just to bronze the outer perimeter of my face. That's going to warm everything up really nicely, and it's going to give myself a nice sculpted look. I'm going to be applying Nars Satellite of Love blush. It's a really nice golden tone natural blush with little gold specks in it, which are really nice. I love it for looks where you've got a lot on the eyes or lips. It's just something really neutral if you want to just add yourself a little bit of a pop of colour. Really love it. And I'm also applying a Bobbi Brown Shimmer Brick in Pink Quartz onto my cheekbones, and I'm going to be applying it onto the bridge of my nose and to my Cupid's bow as well. I am lining my lips with Chestnut Lip Pencil by MAC. Didn't realise that you couldn't really see it as I was doing it, so I kind of cut it out. And I'm applying a Smashbox Nude onto my lips. All the details will be down below, by the way, guys, all the names of all the products used. And I'm just blending that in with my finger to create a really nice ombre effect. So guys, that is the end of this tutorial. I hope that you enjoyed it. I really am sorry about the lighting. It has fluctuated up and down. For some reason it got really like dark, probably because it's gonna rain, but it got really dark, and my curtains are like wide open, but still there's no light coming in, so I had to turn on all my lights, and they're all yellow lighting, so it has made it, you know, different sort of colours than maybe what it would have come out like, but I hope that it was easy for you to see anyway. I'm really sorry about the lighting. I'll try and fix it, but apart from that, I really do hope that you enjoyed the look and found it easy to follow. Please subscribe if you haven't. It really does help, and give this video a thumbs up because that does help as well. Thank you so much, guys. Everything is going to be in the description box below if you want to find out any of the products. It will be in a nice long list below. So I hope that you enjoyed watching it, and I will see you next time.